Hello guys, and we're finally back with a Napoleon total multiplayer battle. As you see, I have 4 replays here. Haven't really got much over the last month or 2, I guess I should say. But we're gonna start with this 2v2 on, I do not know, I think this was Austerlitz. So it's me and Tip against Elite and Sad Eagle. I don't. That's how you even pronounce it. So, if I remember correctly, me and Tip basically come off the mountain. So you guys liking the smooth frames yet? Feels much better compared to the old choppiness of the old PC. But we're going fast forward through the deployment phase. So Tip is playing as Spain. Go through his army as he's moving around. It looks like he has a bunch of Fusiliers. I remember he has 4 light infantry. He's got, I believe, 2 Walloon guards. He's got 2 Walloon guards. La Cuesta as his general. He's got what looks to be, I think, only these 2 lance. No, he's got 4 lanceros. And then my usual army build being 4 Prussian Fusiliers, all basically rest being musketeers, 4 hussars, and an 8th life, and foot guards, and a regular general. And then my guy over here is playing as the Danish. Lovely Denmark. He's got a whole bunch of life guard afoot. He's got 4 here. He's got a regular general, light dragoons, a couple dragoons. He's got sharpshooters. So yeah, he's got a bunch of... got something to contest with, so... And then Elite over here has Russian Jaegers. Bunch of musketeers. He's got a couple of life guard afoot. He's got a 17th Jaeger regiment also to end off the lights. He's got the Count. And I don't know where his cav is. I think it's all hidden at this point. As you can see, I'm making my way off the hill. Already winded. But let me just say, it's going to be very bloody over here. It's going to be very bloody on both sides, but as you can see, Elite's kind of got me on the flank here. I'm telling Tip at this point, come on, got Elite on my flank. And I kept these units here, which I think was a good thing. And as you can see, I'm kind of splitting up my usual Prussian Fusiliers here. The men are ready for battle. And he's kind of got a bit of a kind of little hill here in front of him, but it's not really going to cover him too much. So you got militia over here. Forgot to see these militia, but it's going to be pretty bad there. See, I'm already getting shot at by these sharpshooters. Now I'm pushing it with my Prussian Fusiliers. Full push here, full bore push, and those sharpshooters aren't killing much of anything. Here comes my full volley here. These sharpshooters over here are going to get annihilated very, very quickly. Got a lot of stray bullets into these 2 line infantry also while I was at it. Not really too much going on the other flank at the moment, but Elite looks like he's pushing up against Tip. Okay, start pushing on my musketeer line. Yeah, here comes a few musketeers to back up the lights. And I saw this militia unit pushed up on the left. I am in range. Boom. So, yeah, this flank will look pretty soon. And it looks like a light engagement over here between Tip and Elite has begun. Already done quite a bit of damage to these Russian Jaegers. Also, since Russians suck for lights, it's going to be a pretty good win for Spain in a light free fight. But, yeah, Elite's giving up a cav charge. And Tip doesn't really control to it too much. As you can see, I'm over here, I'm flanking the Danish, and pretty much taking out the rest of the sharpshooters over here on the flank. And I got a cav charge in over here. Rout out that militia. Thankfully, my hussars decide not to run through the stakes like idiots. I don't know what these sharpshooters are doing over here. Just staring back at the line behind them. Poor militia. This poor line infantry just running right in front of everything. Just gets shot up before it can do anything. And then this cav spam here is gonna really piss me off. I'm not gonna be able to get a square, and I believe... Oh no, I do get a square, but I believe he's gonna charge it. Yeah. I get everything in a square. Thank God for the new FPS crap. That's part of the reason why I do better with squares now, but, I mean, look at this. 3 cav units on a square, that square ain't gonna last very long. And Tip is pushing elite back here in the center. But are those life cutter really gonna make a big day of those cav units? That cav unit 2. As you can see here, as I said earlier, the square was not gonna last against 3 cav units. So my musketeers are just holding them back at this point. At this point, the Danish are just staring at me. That's all he's really doing right now. I made sure to warn Tip of the impending cav coming up behind his Walloon guards. But I do not know if he gets a square, not in elite doing on the cav charge with the Zulons. And no, Tip does not get the square in, unfortunately.
Our men are running first.
And I knew that unit was going to rout pretty quick due to lifeguards afoot over here. He's now introduced them into the fray. But his main line, as you can see, is pretty much collapsed. I could have pushed harder, but I just wanted to keep the shootout going. And these pesky dragoons are just going to be a problem the entire time until they're dead. And see, now he's trying to charge me in the back here with his remaining 2 units of cav. And so far, Tip's offensive hasn't been going the best, but he is taking out the remainder of Lee's lights. Looks like that unit's going to survive, though. These poor Walloon guards just got fed into the lifeguard. Then they're going to still put up a decent firefight until they finally decide to die. Oh yeah, that was a good volley right there. Finally routed off all those cav units. Actually, no, they're still alive. But I decided to back off the cav charge. And I cav charged on the left flank to finish off the rest of these guys. Gonna try to get to those sharpshooters too while I was at it. The Danish guys still put up a decent fight. I did lose quite a few men still in the fact, but I still have a lot of men left too at the same time. Still have my guards, still have 2 cav units. Though unfortunately, Tip's Walloon guards finally got killed off by that one remaining dragoon. I told you they were going to be a pisser until they finally died. They just want to keep on living. And Tip's beginning to engage elite up here on the hill. 17th Jaeger Regiment against a unit of light infantry, I don't know. Pretty sure that battle's not going to go very good for the 17th Jaegers. So you can see, I'm just pretty much going to be wrapping the Danish up for like the last, like another 5-10 minutes. He is trying to retreat to elite with his final few lifeguards afoot. Also, a militia unit came back sometime back here, but I don't know, remember when it did. Somehow my Hussar unit is still alive, just killing off that sharpshooter unit. And he decided to give me a charge with his line. I don't know why. We can see all the dead red shirts. Kind of reminds you of the British line when they all die. As you can see, this stupid pesky cav is still being a problem. And I'm going to push up my foot guards. But unfortunately, in a minute, they're going to get absolutely wrecked by one of my cav units. I'm going to try to charge these Danish cav, because they somehow do not rout. And I don't know what Elite's doing here with his lifeguard afoot. They're just completely going to be outflanked here in a second. I see he is repositioning now as I say that. He is also charging with them as I say that. I still question why these stupid cav just would not rout. 12 men, and they will not rout. This poor life or foot guard is just going to get wrecked by that unit of hussars. And Elite was trying to engage with his lifeguards. And now Tip's being outflanked by the Russians.
Our men are running, sir.
I still say they put up a very, very good fight on this flank. As you can see, 20 men lost in that charge. 20 men to kill off that cav unit. We're goddamn ridiculous. I think I ended up sending them to battle because they lost so many men after this. As you can see, the Danish, they're gone. There's not much left of him. He still does have some decent numbered lifeguards, but overall, I mean, look at, I still have pretty much all my army intact. So, you can see, not many bodies on my side. Most of them being Prussian Fusiliers or some of the musketeers that died over here. But me and Tip are pushing in to finish off Elite, but Elite still got a lot of men left at this point. 17th Jaegers charging in. Elite just did a full infantry charge. Not cap. He just did a full infantry charge, well, with his militia here against the Fusiliers. And broken neck. But Tip's holding pretty good. I'm starting to outflank Elite now, and here comes the remaining Danish guards. And then there's that lovely militia unit that decided to run across the river. And here we go. That lifeguard already took 16 losses in one volley. They're just gonna go down very, very quickly. And now he's falling them back. And volley to the back. Will they get it off? Nah, they're not in range anymore. I was hoping that musketeer unit would get the volley off, but I'm still continuing to push up against them. Charging that unit in because it's not really worth anything at this point. 25 men left. Very tired. And Elite is starting to break over here, but he's still, like I said, he's still got some men left. Count is charging in, it looks like. But Tip did very well holding Elite back over here. I still don't know what my Danish guy did, but I don't know. I got a nice charge over here on Elite's lifeguard afoot. But, I think they still lived through the charge, I can't remember. But I continued the charge over here to these other lifeguards. Just to continue charge all the way. The finishing moments of Elite's army. The bodies scattered through the grass. This unit survived everything. I mean, look at all the dead Russians here.
We have killed their general, sir.
And I believe that is Elite's general. Yep, Elite's general has just died. See, there's some areas where it is very, I wouldn't say congested, but there's still a good, decent pile of bodies. This is where the other melee charge took place. I mean, the bodies are pretty much just scattered all over the field here. And I still don't understand how these lifeguards survived my cav charge. They're down to 30 men. 30 men, I say. And that lifeguard routed my musketeer. I don't know what I'd do after this. Let's see. I'm gonna go finish off that militia with a hussar unit. And yeah, I'm just gonna cav charge.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Glorious victory, sir. And here I am pushing up my foot guards because they've already lost 20 men just due to, you know, cav charges. But looks like the Danish general is trying to do some sort of charge against Tip's line here. Yes, Elite's final units are routing from the field. Some of those militia are still alive. I do get a nice cav charge in, and I just continue down the line, like always. As my foot guards are now in place. I do believe they get a volley off, yep. All those poor lifeguards afoot. So we had a nice little last battle here for the river, basically. But at this point, the final units are gone. So, thank you guys for watching this battle. We'll go and take a quick look at the stat screen. Just a second. There we go. Okay, I only took 592 losses. So, I had a very good positive KD, and my guy only killed 527 of my men. So you just can tell there was a little bit of friendly fire on my side, but oh well. That stupid cav charge. But Tip so close to a positive KD, but not there though. He did have some friendly fire on his side also, it looks like. So look at see who my best unit was. Looks like it's a unit of Prussian Fusiliers with 148 kills. So thank you guys for watching. More to come soon. Peace.